All right, guys, welcome to the MTG Helpdesk. It's going to be a special, different episode. We're dealing with the post-ban world of Magic Standard more than anything on Arena right now, with Omnith getting banned, um, Lucky Clover getting banned, and then I forget the third one. I never used it. Something Adventure or whatever. Adventure awaits. Either way, three cards got banned. The biggest ones being Omnith and Lucky Clover. I definitely disagree full-heartedly with Omnith getting banned. It makes no sense to me. The card is powerful, it's strong the way it's supposed to be. It's a legendary creature for a reason. But was it as abusive as people made it out to be? Only in the right decks. Um, I did play a version of Omnith Ramp where I basically took my modified Scoop Swarm deck and used it for that. So either way, so it's interesting because we're now in a post-Omnith ban world, post-Lucky Clover banned world, that a lot of decks are starting to like come back out of the woodworks again that we haven't seen since Ikoria, since before Ikoria, like Eldraine. I know a lot of stuff's rotated out as well, such as my favorite Gruul deck, losing a lot of pieces for that rotation as well. So by special request, I did get asked by a good friend, ThaGamingChef, to showcase a different type of deck that he's not used to. He's a new player to Magic Arena, so shout out Chef. Um, but what it is, it's a cycling deck. So anybody who's been playing Arena for a while, especially during Ikoria, sorry, I have green headphones now. So where's a bicycle race, and of course, the link for the deck is going to be in the description, and a link to Gaming Chef's socials will be in the description as well. So a good friend, go check him out. But it's a typical Burrows theme cycling deck. It's straightforward. It's easy to use. We have lures in the slot if we really need them. It's not a big deal. But we're dealing with the same thing. My goal is get Flourishing Fox out as fast as I can. If not, Valiant Rescuer as fast as I can, and start slapping down, cycling and cycling and cycling, and then bust off of a crazy Zenith Flare. So that's the goal of the deck. Straightforward. Low cost cycling. The most expensive cycle card in here is Valiant Rescuer at 2. Everything else is cycling at 1. And depending on what we do in the matches, win or lose, you'll see where my win rate has been at, and I'm getting close to 100 matches, and I'll pull up Untapped after this so you guys can see the percentage rate on this one. So I was working on the Friday Night Magic event before this, so give you guys a few matches of Bicycle Race as I explain how to play the deck for the Gaming Chef. And I know I shouldn't be drinking on camera. Sorry, guys. Let's get some better light in here, huh? Or not, because it's unplugged. All right, so this is the type of hand I don't want to start with. I mean, I've got 3 mountains, which is great. I could cycle, hopefully get a plains, hopefully get something else. I do have a Dran Stinger in here, which has saved my butt a few times. Not my favorite starting hand. Now this I like a little bit better. Yes, I have less land, but the deck for creatures runs more off the white side of things versus the red side of things. So the faster I could get white creatures out, the safer I am. I'm going to throw a Memory Leak back in. It doesn't matter. I can't play that or Boon of the Wishgiver anyways because I don't have the mana for it. That's the greatest thing about this deck. You don't have to have the mana for these cards because all you're doing is cycling and drawing cards. All right, so this worked out perfectly. So we're going to play our Flourishing Fox. He's running green mana, so I'm hoping he doesn't have removal right away so I can start cycling and pumping up that Fox as fast as possible. Okay, and that could give us an issue except for this turn here. So we want to pump up Flourishing Fox. I can eat a little bit of damage right now. Not worried about it. I got to get him pumped up as fast as I can to keep that Brushfire Elemental away from me. So for every land drop, he's going to get an additional +2/+2. And right now, max land drops, I mean, you get 2 or 3 in a turn, easy. All right, so we're going to get some tokens to chump block with. That's our goal with Valiant Rescuer. What's this do? I won't have to worry about that at all. I could have kept the Fox right there, but Let's get to a point where we can control the board state as much as possible. I want to try to finish this match as fast as possible. And this is where I'm going with. And he can still play his forest. So unfortunately, I'm going to chump with my Valiant Rescuer. I'm fine with that. Because I could go 4 times right now. I could hit him for 8. I have enough mana for Zenith Flare, so if I pull one of those, it's game over. So unless he has a crazy ass turn next hand and plays like 6 lands, I should be safe. I should be very, very safe. Nice, Terror of the Peaks. Now what? Nothing. Let's see here. What do we have in them? So nothing I really want to pull out yet. Let's go fishing. I will take a what you call it if I get it. No, 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 no. Not falling for that again in case I get the 1 card. Right there, go for blood. Perfect. I thought I tapped a creature I control. All right, let's see what we can do here. All right, so as you can see, I'm pumping up Flourishing Fox as fast as possible. It looks like since he's running Gruul, he really doesn't have any answers for it right now. Unless he gets something stupid out like a Scute Swarm to chump block with. My favorite pull right now is going to be a Zenith Flare, which you can see on the stats on the left. I have a good chance of pulling it at 10.26%. While he goes crazy with Scute mobs, and look at it. And there's something exciting about to happen because it's about the first time I've ever done this. Good game. This actually is the first time I've ever done this. And I kind of locked and loaded the video just for the sake of this. But it's my first time to Mythic, everybody. Yes, I'm telling you, you don't know how good that feels making it to Mythic. This deck alone, you look right here, 67% win rate right now. 67% win rate for this deck. And it's going neglected. I've looked at the meta for it just to compare off of Aetherhub and everything. And it's somewhere around like 1%, maybe 1.25% of the meta is currently playing a cycling deck of some sort. It's actually at maybe like 3% for total cycling decks and everything. So while I wait for Untap to load up. Come on, Untapped. Come on, Untapped. All right, let's see what we're doing here. All right, so we got pulled up. Never mind my overall win rate for the season, or it's actually the set. Let's go to current season. Because I've only been running the cycling deck for this season. In fact, I've only been running the cycling deck for like a week. I went on vacation. I started a new job, so my time hasn't been great. But you can look here. Well, I did play a little bit 2 weeks ago. That blue right there is the bicycle race deck in action at a 72% win rate the other day. Over here, 62%, so it does fluctuate. But the overall statistics of it being a 68% win rate deck is great. Granted, yes, it's only best of 1. Is there sideboard options we could use? Probably. Maybe swapping out some lands, maybe throwing some counters in there to save your ass. Because I've been stopped from Zenith flaring at the most inopportune times. So, But that's how the deck pretty much runs. And as you see, we also got Zen Gods, Aggressive Winds, which is starting to pick up a little bit better. Scumnath, unfortunately, is banned. Flav Cluel is banned. Mono Green, don't worry about it. That's me messing around. All right, so going back to Arena. Let's get a few more matches in. I can't believe I made fucking Mythic. Mind my language. Oh my god, I'm that excited. I'm trying not to hide it. Yesterday, playing Bicycle Race, we rattled off a 10-game win streak. So the deck does get hot. And the losing stays pretty much on the slow side. So we're going to keep this a short video since it's a straightforward deck. We're just going to play like 2 more matches. I can't believe I made Mythic. Holy crap, I made Mythic. Okay, I'm a little too excited for that, everybody. Too excited for that. I don't even know what I'm going to title the video now. But the MTG Helpdesk is officially, oh my god, this is a golden hand, a Mythic content creator now. There's tons of us. It's not like it's that big of a deal. It's just an amazing achievement. Playing this game since alpha, and they come out the online client like Arena and be able to build up and get to that point. You know, it's years of playing. Like I said alpha. And yes, like I did cook it a little bit. I wait till I had 1 tick left. I kind of want to be more of a sure thing for the stream. Yeah, I'm a sucker. I'm an idiot. It's all good though. All good. All right, so we played a Flourishing Fox. That's my ideal opening hand, is a Flourishing Fox first turn. Now, I will say this deck loves being on the play first. Like, we already have a Zenith Flare for later. So we're going to play another Flourishing Fox, give him 2 to deal with. He's running a Guild Enforcer, so chances are like 99.9% chance this will be true. He's running Mill. And if he's running Mill and we do get our red and another white mana in hand, he's done. This deck holds up great against the Rogue, Dimmer Rogue decks. And I've had people bragging online, oh, Dimmer Rogue was still annihilated too fast. I'm like, if I have my opening hand set up where I have my at least a white mana, hopefully a white and a red mana, a Flourishing Fox, and a Zenith Flare, you know, I mean, I'm fine. Like, I already got 4. Turn 2, I'm at 4 already on my Zenith Flare. I'm about to be at 6. Usually when I organize my hands, I put Zenith Flare all the way to the left to be on the safe side. And once we figure out what our opponent's doing. So we're getting a great example of here of a matchup against one of the more popular decks. Although I'm curious on his deck, which does seem different. He's running 2 what tend to be staple cards in Dimmer and Rogues. And he's got a Lurus out in the sideboard. But I mean, most of the Dimmer stuff's cheap anyways. We got 2 Zenith Flares. Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's throw another one. That I didn't think about. So we're not going to attack just yet. Having Lurus as a companion is also a telltale sign that his counters are probably on the gimpier side. You're just powering up my Zenith Flare, man. And there we have a mountain. He's almost tapped out, so we're going to send 1 up to his face. Let him know who's boss right now. And yes, I know I'm going to lose both my Foxes, but he's going to lose both of his Thieves Guild Enforcers or whatever those are. Yeah, Thieves Guild Enforcers. So there's a reason I did that. Also, it puts 2 more cycling cards in my graveyard. Gives me 13 for Zenith Flare. And there you have it, folks. 2 matches on the way, 2 wins. And you look at that streak. That's 5 wins in a row right now. I didn't pay attention to my rank. I don't even know how Mythic rank works. I know there's like weird percentages and there's other crazy numbers. It works differently than Diamond and Platinum and everything. All right, so this is going to be the final match. I'm going to call it quits. Got other stuff planned. It is a D&D night, but I was so excited getting up to that point of almost breaking into Mythic that I wanted to share it with everybody. And it's only my second video of a YouTube content creator for this. Look at Ideal Hand again. Got a Flourishing Fox. I have a Zenith Flare, and I have a red and a white. Couldn't ask for anything better. Problem is, watch, I'm going to go up against like a heavy counters deck or a heavy aggro deck. If I don't get the Valiant Rescuers out, the deck does get beat down really fast. Okay, so I could play Valiant Rescuer right now, but I want to have another mana in hand first. Only so I could get some benefit immediately as soon as I drop them. All right, so we got green mana and a Lotus Cobra. No, he played that backwards. No, he couldn't do it that way. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. All right, so now I'll play Valiant Rescuer. I'm expecting to Scute Swarm sometime in this match. So one of the things you watch out for with Valiant Rescuer, though, is he only triggers once per turn. So I try to hold up a mana so I could trigger him on the opponent's turn as well, so I could get more tokens out that way more effectively. All right, so he can have a 4-drop right now. It's a Yorvo. Okay. And there we go. We got all our mana we need. Let's see. Let's go ahead. Let's drop him. If anything, gives us one more blocker. He's only a 4/4. Okay, the reason I did that is I'm worried he has a combat trick up his sleeve. We'll find out if he blocks or not. If he has science, okay, perfect. We're set up. So next turn, all we're going to do is we're going to swing in. Hopefully he blocks our stuff with cycling, and we nuke him. Or we scare him away right now, unless he has a way of gaining health right this second. And yes, I'm getting a little cocky with it. I'm fully aware of I'm getting cocky with it, but that's how much I like this deck right now. For me anyways, it's a different style of play for me. I play Gruul. I play Gruul Stompy. So fine with that. Fine with that. So that puts me at 6, put him at 13 though. So a little bit of a downside there. A little bit of a downside. That put me up to 8. Let's get some benefit and get some tick downs here going. All right, let's see how he decides to block this one. All right. Unless he could gain 6 or more health next turn, we should be in the clear. Or force a Cassia. Good game, dude. And there we go. Start taking off our percentage for Mythic. With 6 wins in a row going into it. 3 games in. Well, that's 2 games, I guess. So, but hey, couldn't ask for anything better. You guys got to be a part of something special with me, and that's me making Mythic and Constructed for the first time. Yes, best of 1. I don't have the time to play best of 3. I look for quick and easy. If I could get in and play a match in 5 minutes, cool. If I could sit there and play for an hour, cool. I'll play some best of 3. I've started dwelling in draft, and I'll hopefully have some videos coming out for that soon. But for the time being, I've got a few other deck videos, and then down the pipes, hopefully in the next couple of weeks, I'll start the very first episode of the new player series. So hopefully bringing a whole new wealth of new players that, yeah, Arena does a great job with a tutorial, but not always the best. So anyways, that's going to do it with the video. I know it's short, it's sweet, it's to the point. There's not a whole lot you really need to see with the cycling deck. It's so fast, it's mind-boggling. 68% win percentage right now across, and if you want while we're talking, I'll show you the percentages here. So I use two different tracking, and that's another video I'm working on, as I do use two different tracking softwares. I use EtherHub, which is what you see on the right-hand side, and I also use Untapped to track stats and all that good stuff. So let this cycle out to the main screen. Yeah, we'll claim that price. Ooh, one more win for the day. Anyways. But both ways are the same thing. But yeah, like I said, we're at 82 matches right now with Bicycle Race at 68%. I think that's a very fair indicator that the deck can last right now and it could wreck some house. So definitely excited to play it. Definitely excited to show it. I know it's not the best deck in the world, but it's doing work right now. And like we saw in 3 quick matches, and they were on the most part outside that one to break into Mythic. Great. I want to thank everybody for joining me for making Mythic. It's an amazing, at least for me, a self-accomplishment. I know there's plenty of players out there that make Mythic every day, and plenty have been making Mythic every season. You know, that's awesome. Me working, trying to working on other projects. Don't always have the most time in the world. So, you know, in my own right, I'm happy I made it. Um, I was upset last season. I missed it by one tick, and it's the poorly timed vacation kept me from getting it. And my laptop does not like to run Arena, but hey, it's what it is. I play the game for fun. That's all you ever do. Rule one: everybody play for fun. So, anyways, if you haven't yet, please like and subscribe to the channel. Catch me on Twitch at Enemy. Catch me on Facebook Gaming at Enemy Gaming, and I'm on Twitter as well as Enemy Gaming. Or if you look for Slaughter Titan. Anyways, that's going to do it. Thank you for tuning in to the bicycle race video. It's been a pleasure making Mythic with everybody, and I want to thank you all from the bottom of my heart. It means the world to me. Um, so take care of each other. We'll see you out there slinging some spells. Thanks for contacting the MTG Helpdesk.